Okay, thinking about doing this in a couple of different parts. So basically the masculine and feminine here is actually a match. That's a match. That's why what I was saying when I was doing the singles reading is I felt that, see, Wild Woman and King of Spells, these energies are similar, as in he's a manifester and she's basically just putting her heart out there and doing her own thing. She's not constricted by anything, and nor is this energy. So this is actually a match. So I started getting a feeling about twin flame energy in the singles reading that I did yesterday. It's come up again. Alright, so the Divine Feminine's come out with 2 upside down cards, so basically not necessarily in balance and not really manifesting in a conventional way. So what I'm getting from this is even an enchanter has got a conventional way of creating things or interacting with the elements. But with this 2 of Earth upside down, this says to me that she just really manifests in her own way, which probably makes her quite a confusing person, really. So I've got another 8 come up, which means that I've got 4 8s. So I've got an 8 here, the Rainbow of Light Temple. Now I've done a separate reading on this about 2 weeks ago, so the beginning of September. So you want to check that out. I think it's called Rainbow Light Activation or something. It has that title. I'm not going to cover it again here. It's just come up again because the Akashic Gateway is a 8th dimension. That's why I think it's come up again. But I've also got an 8 here. Position cards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Position 5, Mankind. And I've got an 8 in the black shuck. So I've got a double confirmation on this energy where just a few difficulties with an area in the life, and that's, I believe that's connected to the feminine energy. I will explain why. Alright, so that's in position. So this is number 1, singularity. 2, Pisces. 3, Cascalian. 4, platonic solid square. 5, mankind. 6, issue or the problem. So test, issue or the problem. 7, desires. So that's connected. I must have just done that intuitively. So I've done a mutual energy here of the Keeper of Spells is a bit confused. So that was actually in reverse. So that can also mean an Ace of Air, which could also mean an ally. And this is why I'm getting this twin flame energy, because twin flame energy really does. It's a new road, it's a new way of connecting with someone, and that is the card for mental confusion. But also feeling like if it's upside down, feeling like you found an ally. So that's why I'm feeling like it's twin flame. So the mutual, I've got 6 of boons. So 6 is actually harmonious, beneficent understanding between you and who you're close to. So this I'm doing the masculine and the feminine. This is why I'm getting this twin flame energy, because there's an understanding. So this is a happy phase. You attract genuine help. You may receive extra funding for a business or an unexpected gift. These boons, great or small, show others' appreciation of you and their unstinting support. So I'm getting at the moment there's a good energy between masculine and feminine, like a reciprocation. So the number 1 is spirituality, mystical shaman. So that's a number 2, and the very bottom one, the outcome, is a number 2 as well. This connection here could be really new, but it could be definitely on a different level. I've also got the seahorse spirit, which means pairing for life, and that's why I'm really thinking that it's a twin flame. So number 1 is spirituality. What is to be realised is card number 2, the arrow. So I mean, that could be like Cupid's arrow, aiming straight, aiming true, staying on the path. I'm getting the feeling with these kind of sort of wild wilburys here, that these two have a lot of power, but it's not direct. It's not actually hitting where it needs to. Hit and miss, I'm hearing. So let's have a look at number 3. What you need to understand, Sorcerer. So I've got 2 manifestation cards here. I don't think this is anything particularly evil. This is someone who conjures things. So in order for this connection to be successful, there needs to be an understanding. And this card is saying that there's a strange kind of magic between the two. There's a strange magic here, and it needs to be understood, and it's along the line of ancient energy, could be past lives. The way things used to be, an ancient way. So this connection could really feel, I'm hearing sort of traditional, you know, like it's not like boy meets girl, boy goes out with girl. There's a real unusual. You see how the male enchanter is upside down and the female is the right way up? So I'm feeling like this manifestation energy is not in the masculine, it's in the feminine. So both these two are manifesting in feminine energy. That's what I'm feeling like, which is a bit unusual, but that's the connection. And it could be about intuition. I'm feeling like one person is going to teach the other. They've both got lessons. This is what I'm thinking. It's twin flames. They've both got lessons for each other. So I'm just going to run through it. So 3, number 4 is eagle. So an eagle has great vision. So this is stabilizing. Both these counterparts have great long-sighted vision, almost to the point where they can see a mouse on the ground from. There's some really fine-tuned perception here, and also hovering above. I'm feeling loner here. Also, the eagle actually circumnavigates. So before an eagle actually comes down and swoops on its prey, it circumnavigates. So I'm feeling like that the connection here is circumnavigating, and it could be to do with bad habits. It could be that's why it's circumnavigating. Right, let's have a look a bit further. So number 5, having a hand in your creation. So this is singularity in the creation, having a hand in your creation. And number 8, progress after difficulty. I've got quadruple 8s on this table, and quadruple is stable. So I've got here stable change, really stable. Number 6 is the issue or the problem. So I've got here the giveaway. So this is, the issue is that this is sitting in a number 5. The issue is that I'm feeling like the issue is that they've walked away from each other, the giveaway. So number 5 could be conflict or some kind of distress. So I've got 3 balls on there. 4. I've got 4 cylinders. So that's energy is quite feminine. And that could even be the moon. and covered in feathers. So I've got 2 cards here that have got feathers on them. So the issue could be that in separation, or they gave way. They gave in. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting gave in on this connection. Just give in. So number 7 is desire. So curse is under desire. So from this card, I'm getting, see how she's got a hand over her mouth. So I'm getting that there's a desire to speak about this, but there is a silence. I'm getting that the divine feminine was silenced in some way. See how there's a hand over her mouth. Yeah, I'm getting that the divine masculine desired the divine feminine, and he thought it was a curse, or somebody thought it was a curse, and tried to silence it, tried to snuff it out. That's what I'm getting here. And that's why the black shook is here too, because it was pretty vile behaviour to silence somebody that just because she's desirable is not good enough reason to silence her. That is not a good enough reason. And a lot of journalists have, some of them, very short lives. They either get into a lot of trouble, or they burn out, or some of them disappear and get murdered. I'm getting the sense that the desire to speak and investigate, but being silenced. So the divine feminine, I feel, or even perhaps both, has a desire to open up communication. That's what I'm feeling like, but it's shut down. It's shut down. It's the desire to open up communication, and that's another number 5. So there's definitely some. I'm feeling separation here because I've got giveaway and curse, 2 number 5s. Giveaway, gone away, get away. The one that got away. And there's a silence, a curse to speak about it. That's what I'm getting from this. So number 8 is conscious thoughts. Number 8 is conscious thoughts. Yeah. So that's an 8 in position 8, and I've got 8 there as well, and 8 here. So an 8 being change. So there's a conscious motivation here to change the earth for the better. That's what I'm getting from here. So there could be earth healing here, and that is a conscious effort, conscious thought to be an earth healer. Number 9 is the unconscious. Unconsciously taming the wind. I'm thinking about the book Taming the Shrew. That's what came to my mind. Taming the Shrew. So you can barely even see what that person is, but it's basically somebody that is completely enshrouded with feathers and is completely camouflaged. And then I've got one messenger in here.
Wind tamer.
So I'm feeling like that this is a personality. This is someone that's a bit of a whirlwind, and nobody's been able to tame them. I feel like that both these masculine and feminine, nobody's been able to tame them. And then for outcome, I've got the Andean Cross, and that's the one I'm going to read. Represents the cosmology of the shaman. So that's what I'm saying. I feel this sort of wild energy here of these counterparts, and also I've got enchanter and sorcerer. So the outcome is the Andean Cross represents the cosmology of the shaman. So it's possible that these counterparts are both shamans but don't actually realise it yet. No one's actually managed to, or they have not even managed to tame their own energy to really work out what their power is, and that they could be, like I've got the sorcerer here as well, they could be a powerful shaman if they could just tame their energy. That's what I'm getting from this. And perhaps earth it out a bit too, because I've got the amethyst, which is about be grounded and open and free, and I got that in the singles, the divine luck as well, about being grounded. So I'm feeling like without the grounding, that this energy goes untapped, and like the wind is untamed, like the wind. So it's about taming this wildness and becoming an authority. So it depicts the 4 cardinal directions in upper and lower worlds and the steps to reach these realms. The hole in the center is the gateway to interdimensional travel. So it's possible that some astral projection possible here. Either one or the other is able to astrally project, astrally travel. That's all, astral projection. The proverbial eye of the needle, we can all go through to experience higher states of awareness and wisdom and break free of linear time. So the invitation, the Andean Cross, announces the start of a great journey. It is time to raise your gaze from the mundane, day to day, to which that until now has deemed beyond your grasp. Allow new wisdom to guide you and stop trying to make sense of it all before you respond with a resounding yes. Alright, I'm getting a real overthinking vibe here. These two may have met already, and they've just confused the fuck out of each other. That's what I'm thinking, because they're just both overthinkers. But they're meant to be together. Yeah. So the time has passed and the window of opportunity has closed. Now is not the time to take that leap you have been over preparing for. Alright, so there's a missed opportunity here. It could have been just too busy, no one really knew what was going on. Any bold action you take now will require tremendous effort on your part. Just as important as knowing when to act is knowing when to return to your inner stillness and wait for more favourable times. Alright, so if you've been planning to make a move, this isn't necessarily a love reading, it's just that I've got the masculine and feminine here. If you've been planning to make a move about something more permanent, this is number 4. I've got 2 number 4s. I've got the 8th dimension here. I've got 3 harmony cards. So the number 6 denotes the hexagram, which is 2 inverted triangles and triangles. Triangle, the Cascalion, is a very solid, collaborative, cooperative energy, and I've got the meeting at the base. Yeah, but they're going in different directions. They're meeting, but they're going off in different directions. Like, yeah, like opposing forces. But they're meant to be together, and I've got 2 4s here, and I've got 4 number 8s, so they're going to change each other's lives. But it looks like they passed each other by and they've missed the opportunity to seize on this. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just losing the light here, so I will continue on this reading with... I won't read the Rainbow Temple again because that's under its own heading, so you can go and have a look at that one. But I think I will do the 666, because I've got the 666, the number of the beast here. So I'm going to look into that. I'm going to have a quick check in the Bible at the number of the beast. And I've got 4 energy here. And some time ago, I actually made reference to... I did a seahorse video. I thought I did, and then I couldn't find it. So I don't know whether I deleted it, but I will redo the seahorse because it's come up here. So I'll do this in 2 halves. Alright, so we'll just finish off with the amethyst, because this came up in the singles as well. You can hear the cribbos going bananas. Alright, so one taken from an amethyst cup won't make you drunk. So said the ancient Greeks, is such its powerful protective energy. If you're struggling with addiction of any type, amethyst, the sobriety stone, can help. It lends calming and balancing energy, dispel any urges to control, compete, or destroy with your actions or your thoughts. Open your hearts to cleansing, purifying power of amethyst by holding it close, perhaps in a piece of jewellery. I think I've actually got some somewhere. And bring the high spiritual vibes of this crystal into your meditation and witness the awakening of your soul. Let spirit guides carry you on a journey back to your psychic home. So I got journey in this one as well. Some kind of journey. Alright, I'll carry on and we'll clarify with the sacred sea. I'm going to have to make a separate video because it's just too long. So Spirit asked me to go a bit deeper into these readings. And so that's what I've done. I've just tried to go a bit deeper and see what happens. See you in part 2.